What's the message?
Jesus died on that cross so we could live, and this is not living.
Amen. I respect that.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Unmasked Realities. Here is where we break down the real realities that most of the people are very afraid to talk about. So, folks, without wasting much time, we are going to talk about MAGA regrets. And what about MAGA regrets, folks? MAGA, which is known for the Making America Great Again. They wore the red hats. They chanted, "Build the walls." They shouted, "Make America Great Again," MAGA. But now, they are whispering something very different. And what it is, what is it? We were wrong. And why were they wrong? The MAGA movement is cracking from the inside. People who once defended Donald Trump, the president right now in America, with everything they had, are now stepping forward with regrets and the hard truth. And it's not just one or two. It's a wave. Folks, these are people who once supported the president, Donald Trump, but now they're turning their backs, saying that, no, we regret voting for Donald Trump. Folks, without wasting much time, let's have a look of this video. Let's talk after the video so that...
So, I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt, so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones. I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work, to continue living paycheck to paycheck. I knew it was going to be hard, and that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better. I really regret that everything is taking so long, because there's so much pushback, because I don't even know the reasons anymore. I don't understand why good things have to be trampled on. I don't know why good people have to be trampled on. I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to be able to live and work. I work 7 days a week to not even make ends meet sometimes, and my car broke down, and I have a few $1,000s worth of repairs to do on it. My son's glasses broke, and I can't even take him to the eye doctor. I just want to get past the hard part. I want to get to the part where it's not just crippling. I know he's working on it. I know that it's gonna get better, and that it wouldn't have been any better with anybody else. I just really needed things to start working again. They're still not. I mean, I owe more in taxes this year, which is just more debt that I can't pay. that I have to pay is just another $100 or so a month that I can't afford. So no, I guess I really don't regret voting for Donald Trump. I just regret that his changes didn't come sooner. I just need relief. I need the good things to start coming. I know it's coming. I just need it sooner rather than later right now. Good vibes, everybody. Thank you. And yeah, thanks.
I'm gonna say the meanest thing I could possibly say to these Trump voters posting self-pity videos because they're suffering due to his policies. Now, I don't do personal attacks, so I'm just gonna tell you the truth, because sometimes the truth hurts. You don't get to complain. You definitely don't get to complain about the lack of leadership or ideas coming from Democrats, because we didn't do this to us. You did this to us. If you and I are driving down the interstate together and you reach over and grab the wheel, and you steer us into a 200-foot deep ravine full of lava and sharks because you think big interstate is corrupt and you thought it would be funny to shake things up, when I scream at you as lava sharks eat our legs, you don't get to be mad at me for being mad at you, because it was my idea to stay on the interstate, and it was your idea that ruined everything for both of us. You don't get to ask what Democrats would do differently with the economy. You don't get to ask what Democrats are doing to help us right now. Those are 2024 questions, but we're in 2025 consequences. This era of the United States right now, this is about the president you elected, the cabinet secretaries your Senate confirmed, the cowering Republicans you elected to obey him in Congress, and all of the very real consequences resulting. We told you these things were going to happen, and we gave you lots of warnings, but you grabbed the wheel anyway. If you want to know what Democrats would do differently, look at the track record going back to the Great Depression. Economic growth, job growth, wage growth, retirement plan growth, all of these things have been better under Democratic leadership than Republican. If you like these things, you vote for Democrats, because it's what Democrats do. I don't care if you like the Democratic candidate. I don't even care if you understand how the policies work. And I'm not going to ask you if you believe me, because every chart and every graph that matters at the highest level for the middle class proves me right over the past 100 years. I'm only going to ask you that over the next year and a half, you come to grips with this fact, so you don't make the same mistake again.
Congratulations, MAGA. Your vote for Trump is the reason why senior citizens will be kicked out of their nursing homes. Before you flood my comment section screaming fake news, I'm going to provide some verifiable facts. Google's free. You can go look at the bill. 60% of nursing home residents rely on Medicaid to cover their care. That is a fact. And Trump's new tax plan, it cuts the provider tax by 41%. This slashes how much support states receive from the government for nursing homes. That's a 41% funding cut. That is a fact. The American Healthcare Association says that 1 in 4 nursing homes could shut down and half of their staff will be eliminated. That's a fact. So where do these senior citizens go? Some might have family to take them in, but for others, this is the end of the road. There's no place for them to go. This is what your vote for Trump is doing. It's pushing vulnerable seniors out of care and onto the streets. And that is a fact. This isn't America first. This is our elderly last. If you voted for Trump, you made this happen. I hate to say it.
Seeing so many more videos of people saying that they regret their vote for Donald Trump, while that's great, I really need to know, why did you vote for him in the first place? It was an open book test. The book was literally on fire. What made you say, like, yep, this is my guy? Was it the bankrupted casinos? The fraud university that he ran? Was it because he was found liable for SA-ing E. Jean Carroll? Or was it because he's a convicted felon with 34 charges? Oh wait, I know, it's because everybody else was lying but him. He's the only one that tells you the truth. Listen to how that sounds. It wasn't only just liberals who were trying to warn you, there were people from his own cabinet. General Mattis said that Trump is the first president that did not try to unite the country. John Kelly, his own chief of staff, said he is the most flawed person he has ever met. Bolton said he is unfit for office. Barr, his own former attorney general, said that he is detached from reality. Liz Cheney called him a threat to democracy. Not only that, her father, Dick Cheney, Mr. War criminal Halliburton himself, said that there has never been a greater threat to the Republic than Donald J. Trump. You still voted for him. Why? Over a qualified woman who had a weird laugh, who they said slept her way to the top without zero proof, things without proof, but with the proof that Donald Trump is a racist, homophobic, transphobic rapist with ties to Epstein, who's never passed any real legislation, who still doesn't have a health care plan, and always plays the victim. That's who you voted for? Now he's literally trying to get us into World War III. Out of the Iran nuclear deal in 2018, not because it was a bad deal, but because Obama did it. Sitting on his Temu Twitter, live posting about bombings like it's some sort of reality show. That's not foreign policy. No wonder his fake university was sued. He treats everything like a scam, even war. How about his first term, since you all who voted for him think he did something so great? The low gas prices during COVID that got you all warm and fuzzy? You mean when the world shut down, nobody was driving and demand tanked? That's not economic genius, that's a global crisis. Prices rising under Biden should surprise nobody. It was a direct result of Donald Trump gutting reserves and mishandling the pandemic. Trump blames everybody else for the mess that he's created. It's like lighting a match and setting your neighbor's house on fire and then blaming them for not having a fire extinguisher. You weren't lied to, you weren't tricked, you chose him over facts, you chose him over country, you chose him over character, you chose him over your neighbors, and now we are all here paying for it.
Yeah, folks, welcome back again to Unmasked Realities. And I hope you watched that video. Those are very interesting videos because at once they were very happy voting for Donald Trump, the president right now of the United States of America. But folks, let's tell the truth right now. Trump didn't win MAGA with facts. He won it with feelings. He spoke to fear, to frustrations, to forgotten towns and struggling families. You can imagine. He promised to drain the swamp. He swore with his life he'd fight for the working man. He even went ahead and said, "Only I can fix it." And the people believed him. Even I believed him back then. I saw that America is going to become great again. But of course, millions of good and honest America handed him their faith. And at the end, they got played. They got betrayed. Because once we believe that this man is going to make America great once again. Because the swamp wasn't drained, it got deeper. And Trump, he filled it with his own billionaires. Elon Musk named them. His own cronies and his own corruption. While his fellows struggled with rising bills, dying factories, dying farms, you know the stories, and the division in the homes and the families being deported. He played golf, that's Donald Trump, of course. He dodged taxes. He watched them fight each other in his name. You can just imagine how that country feels right now. Now, the regret is very real, and you can see it. It's very raw. It's in the father who hasn't spoken to his son since 2020. It's in the woman who lost his job defending a man who never knew his name. It's in the veteran who came home to a broken country, not the great country he was once promised by the so-called Donald Trump, the President of the United States. They're not shouting anymore. Now they're whispering. Even they are now regretting. They are whispering quietly and privately, not want to be heard. I gave people weren't evil. They were misled by the promises given by Donald Trump when he was campaigning. And now the illusion is gone. And what is left behind, false, is regret. We can see all the MAGA regrets, all the MAGA people who supported Donald Trump with the red hats being written MAGA, they are now regretting. People even in planes don't want to sit with other people wearing the same red mask written MAGA. It's very evident, you can see it. But first, let's be clear. This video isn't about mocking anyone. This is about truth. The unfiltered truth. Because millions were promised greatness, and instead they got division. They even got confusion. And the worst of all, they got betrayal. Families were torn apart. Friendship ruined, and the trust they had for each other got shattered. MAGA didn't make America great again, folks. It weaponized pain and called it patriotism, of which I don't support that. Now I ask, did MAGA movement help or hurt Americans in the long run? Yes, folks. Please, just drop your thoughts in the comment section. Be bold, be honest, because we are just talking, not screaming to each other. Because this, most importantly, this channel is all about saying what no one else is brave enough to say. First, remember to keep the comment section healthy. We are trying to at least weigh our knowledge about this great man called Donald Trump, who introduced the so-called MAGA movement, make America great again. Right, folks? So, folks, until next time, let's meet in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to my channel, Unmask Realities. Peace and may God be with us. Thank you for your time.